Hey, somebody. I'm back. I am here today for something the Lord spoke to me. He spoke to me which way to go, because that's a question. And then nowhere to go is a statement or a thought. Which way do I go? I don't have nowhere to go. Or I don't have nowhere to go. Which way do I go? This is for somebody. When we're not satisfied, so I'm talking to the person that's not satisfied in what you're doing right now in your life, whether it's personal, spiritual, your career, just when you aren't satisfied and you keep moving, you keep shifting, you keep going this way, you keep going that way, trying to figure it out in your own strength, in your own might. And that's where the confusion is coming from, trying to figure it out on your own. When we have the Lord, I'm going to tell you a little of my experience. So I started wondering, like, who am I? So I started asking the Lord, show me who I am. I know who I thought I was, right? I know who I thought I was, but this not working. Like, I don't know. I don't see me. That was my issue. I don't see me. So can you show me who I am? So I kept asking the Lord, show me who I am. Show me how you see me, who you known me to be before you formed me in my mother's womb. Before I came here on assignment, who was I or who am I? That was what it went from, Lord, who am I, to that. I'm like, who am I is not enough. Like, who was I before you placed me here? That's what I want to know. So for those of you who know, some may not, I started my walk or my journey in Christ 12 years ago. And I will say that I turned and went my own way. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where, but I do know for sure I can say that once he the Lord gave me my husband, or once God gave me my husband, started with our family, that's when I kind of swayed and I just start doing things in my own strength, right? So, and that's okay. Like, we do that. Like, we fall short sometimes, or we forget. I'm gonna say that. So I know when I repented for that, I was just so upset, so mad. Like, what? How did this happen? Like, I was doing so good. Like, I know what it was when I was in His presence or being led by Him so heavily, and then I was hard on myself because I felt like once I gained what I asked Him for, or what the desire in my heart was, I was like, okay, now I gotta figure this out. And it's not um I learned to have grace for myself because I be hard on myself, y'all. But and I know some people like that too. I started looking for answers through people as far as my career went. That's when it became heavy for me, where I was like, okay, I love what I do. I thought, because this is who I thought I was. I thought me doing hair, it defined me, and I just felt like, because I love doing hair. For people that know, I'm a luxury extension specialist. But I felt like when I do people's hair, because I went back to me when I was younger, when I started trying to do my hair. Like, when I was younger and start experimenting with my hair on myself and things like that, I just liked how I felt. Like, it made me feel, we could say beautiful, but when you're young, you know you're beautiful. Well, I knew. You know you're beautiful. So it just made me feel good, but beautiful, I guess, is spiritual on the inside. So it made me feel beautiful. So I just did it. So I carried that on. Like, no matter what I did, I always went back to hair, long story short. But recently in my career, I'm like, okay, I need to figure out, I love what I'm doing, but I'm just still not satisfied. I'm happy in it, but I'm not fulfilled. Like, it's got to be more. There's got to be more, right? So I start trying to look, uh, looking, trying to find the answers myself, like most of us do. And that's fine as long as it leads you back to God in the end, because that's where it led me. Like, okay, you coming to me, you asking me things, I'll show you. Be careful what you ask for, because God is going to give it to you and He's going to show you. But we have to make sure that we're ready to receive it and see it in the way that we're asking, like where our heart is when we're asking these things, right? So He was showing me, giving me the things I was asking for, but then He showed me and it made me realize some things. And I'll share that at another point. But anyway, it brought me back to Him, is my whole point. When those things are happening, when you feel like you don't know where to go, you're not satisfied, it is because He's trying to get your attention. That's what I realized. Because in it, as I was asking him things, then I just started saying, okay, Lord, this is not working, or uh just my thoughts and what it would be in the way I was going, or what I was asking him to show me, and place things in front of me for confirmation and things like that. It just wasn't going the way I thought or what I expected. And I realized it's because you're trying to seek the answers through other people instead of coming to me. You know you was coming to me. You know you was coming to me. What is happening that you're not coming to me anymore? That's for somebody. And if that's you, like it was me, just turn, just repent, lean into him. He just wants our attention. The Lord is trying to pull us out. He's knocking and he's asking us, how can he help us? Or can he help us? Can he be of help to us? So he could push us in the way that he knows is best for us, right? Because the Lord know me better than me. Like, you know me better than me. Your will, your way, not mine. Decrease me so that you may increase. I say all that because I'm serious about it, because we can get in our own way. And that's what we're doing. We get in our own way. Lean into him. His ways aren't our ways. His thoughts aren't our thoughts. So he knows best. And he's trying to push us toward our destiny. That's why he's trying to get your attention. Nothing is working. Nothing. You're not satisfied in nothing. He's trying to show you, let me show you the way. Let me show you the way. Let me guide you into your destiny. Let me guide you into that purpose. Like that, you want to know who you are. Let me show you who you are. If I'm asking him, God, show me who I am, but then I'm trying to do things on my own and I'm talking to myself. God, show me who I am. Show me who I was before you formed me in my mother's womb. Show me my spirit self. Show me who I was in the spiritual before I came here. And I'm getting in the way. Like, come on now. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing? I'm sorry, I had to get myself real quick. So again, lean not onto your understanding. His thoughts aren't our thoughts. We know that his ways aren't our ways. That's why it's his will that we're asking. We're saying, your kingdom come and your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Yours. He already got it mapped out. Yours, not mine. Yours. I need yours. I need yours, Lord. I don't want mine. Shift mine into yours. Change the desires of my heart. And that's another thing. Our wants are one thing, but our desires are placed in us by the Lord. That's because of him. He places those things down on the inside. So again, don't try to go and figure it out on your own. Go lean into him. Lord, why am I having these thoughts about this type of business, or that I'm supposed to be ministering? Like, where is this coming from? Like, can you show me what this means for my life? So for people that swayed away, just go back. It's okay. I don't feel like you're ever too far gone. As I was thinking of this, he made me remember when I was taking a walk the other night. I saw a car and the car had music on, but then I started hearing like, and once we got up close, it was a young lady. Like, she was laid down in the gate into the place where she lived. I could tell like her cry out because she was so silent, but then all of a sudden she cried out. So she just wanted to be heard. And I just immediately prayed for her. Just prayed for peace. Lord, comfort her, give her peace. He brought that back to me. He just wants to be heard so you can hear him and know which way to go. And understand that you have a way to go. We have a way to go. Choose wisely. He wants us to come back to him, lean into him. And if you never experienced the Lord, or you feel like you don't have a relationship, what I just said in the beginning is for you. That you're not satisfied, you're trying to figure this thing out on your own, and you just not fulfilled. Like, you keep doing and make you temporarily happy or for the moment, but you're not happy. I'm talking to you, or he's talking to you. The song that came up in that moment in his presence, it was All of My Help by Ricky Dillard. You know, when in that song, for anybody that heard it, how loud they're saying like, oh, I can't sing, oh, 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 all of my help. So yeah, it just kept playing. And I was like, okay, yeah, all of my help comes from the Lord. I need to lean into him for him to help. He's willing to help. He wants to help. God already knows. So if we just partner with him and lean into him, he gonna show us the way. Like, that's the cheat code, instead of us out here trying to figure it out. But okay, I know this was for somebody, and I pray that who is for you, receive it in your spirit, in your heart, and you take it back to the Lord. For you, those that may not know, just take this back to the Lord or ask Him to confirm it. Never just grab onto a word because it sounds good or it feels good. You want to have the knowing. You want to know. Like when people say they're in church and like the pastor was speaking to me, like you know when this is your word. And if this pulled on your heartstrings a little bit, like go to the Lord, ask Him to confirm it. I pray you guys have a great day, which I know you will. Have a great day. We got this, y'all. We got it. We got this. I love you all and have a great, great. Bye.